So here you are in the mood, doing some work, visiting Yahoo, and I'm pinging Yahoo. Pay attention to this stream because it just tells you that there's communication between Yahoo and you. So there are some news loading, you're doing some work, it's all good, right? You're at the office. Now, a little tiny thing that's gonna happen to you now. Obviously, Kaspersky antivirus is running. I've launched my attack on your little computer at work, and guess what? No more internet. What's happening? So I'm gonna stop this, open a new tab, and wait for this, and let's Yahoo again. What's gonna happen? Absolutely nothing, because I just cut off your internet. Can you see this? Little yellow. Oh, it thinks it picked up the internet, but it hasn't. So nothing's really working. Major disruption. It could be an annoyed employee just toying with you because, you know, your business network doesn't have anything to protect you against those simple attacks, and your antivirus is kind of useless. It is Kaspersky in this instance, but it could be anything. You know, your AVGs and so forth, whatever, they are probably not built to withhold against such a simple attack. So okay, that's down. So let's stop my attack here. Go back to your lovely office PC, and guess what? It's back up. It's running. Oh, golly gee, what happened there? But this is not the end of the fun I'm having. So now I am going to close all of this. As you can tell, you got internet back because I've stopped the attack, which basically cuts you off from the internet and the network. In short, I'm gonna shut this down, and for pure amusement, I am going to run a second Windows machine that just happens to be, you know, signing up to the network. An employee comes in, sits down. Obviously it's all in virtual machine, so I can show you it easier. So the employee's gonna sit down. You give it a minute because it takes time. It's a virtual machine, as I already said, and it'll take like, I don't know, 40 seconds to load. But picture this. I've learned this in about an hour, a little recap. I'm no expert in any of this, and these tools are freely available to anyone. And there's lots of tutorials. It's for penetration testing and ethical hackers. And I'm not doing anything magical here. I'm just being a nuisance to your office. Well, not anyone's office, but you get the general gist. So, if an employee is the grantor, he can be shutting down your network for half an hour every day, randomly, and maybe twice a week, maybe then once a week, then maybe give you a week off from the attacks. And what, you think your BT or Virgin router is going to protect you against this? No chance. No chance in hell. They will fail miserably. So here we go. Another employee is logging in. Yeah, it's all hunky-hunky. They're gonna start the Google Chrome up. Everything's fine. Everything should be working. Yeah, Kaspersky is up and running. We're all good. I'm gonna wait for Chrome to load, obviously, because again, virtual machine. So back to my point. What, is Virgin gonna come over and troubleshoot your internal internet problems? They'll have a look at their end, yeah, of the equation and say, mate, your internet is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have some problems with your internal stuff. So figure it out yourself. And then if you're really annoyed and get someone with the kit to troubleshoot it, well, if the employee is smart enough, they're not going to run any attacks. And it'll be just every other day because the outages were random. Yeah, so it's just you can't win. So I'm going to go in full screen mode to demonstrate now what's happened. So again, a new employee comes into the office, sits on the desk, starts the job, wants to go to Yahoo. Oopsies! They clicked on the Yahoo link, right? This is the Yahoo URL, yahoo.co.uk, but instead they've been redirected to my little web server that I installed on the network. And trust me, this is not difficult, because what happened, I've been poisoning your router, whatever, however you pronounce it. I've been poisoning it senselessly and deployed my own little service that points to my stuff, and I control where you're going. So if you go to your settings of the device, you can tell that I've kept the original gateway, but I have a different DHCP server, DNS server. I'm sure it doesn't tell you anything, yeah, but what it tells you is I can create a website that maybe looks like Yahoo, redirected it to you, and you will potentially log in with your credentials. Probably I would not be going with the big boys like Yahoo, because they'll be probably better protected, but still, as you can tell, Kaspersky did not mention that there's a problem with anything. So your network is under siege all the time because I'm poisoning your router, and I have a Tenda AC2300, I think, which is like an 80 pound one, and it's like, yeah, all good, go for it, mate. So what can possibly go wrong? And if I really want now, despite from capturing your stuff, your credentials, if you have a little intranet or using, not as big brand names services, I can try to split the security and get stuff going. There is so many things. Now, if I want, I could just literally get some traffic, all of the traffic from your PCs going through my little PC and intercepting everything. And I'm just a nobody. So imagine if someone actually spends some time. You can see on the address, it's not going to the main Yahoo place, as I already mentioned. So if someone puts more time into this, I'm sure there's nothing that can go wrong when all of the traffic that goes through your laptop goes through someone else's PC before it exits your router and goes to the actual internet, and you are not even aware that this happens because your antivirus just says, yeah, we're all good, mate, nothing to see here, which is just perfect. Yeah, carry on working. So that's it for today. This is just more for entertainment purposes, but yeah, do maybe test your security if you really don't want to be exploited or have an employee just grind your business to a halt. Because remember, lots of things now rely on the internet and the underlying network. Like lots of businesses have phones, like the VoIP phones. And when this attack happens that I showed the first one, when it cuts off you from the internet, your phones also go down. So yeah, this is not nice if you're a business owner. But anyway, I'm going to finish my rant, and that's it for today. Thanks for watching.